So as most of you know that I had taken a break from creating any energy updates on social media. It looks like a beautiful day, but the energy is very, very intense. And I usually make updates only when the energies are flowing in very high and are causing some emotional turbulence. So I thought I'll hop online today because the energies are going to get crazy from here on, okay? So to start with, we are entering our first Mercury retrograde for 2024 and we have 4 this year. I don't know how we're going to survive the other 3, but this one is coming in already pretty intense and it is clashing in with the shadows of the solar eclipse, which is due for happening on the 8th of April. Our shadow side is the unresolved traumas that we hold in our energy field that have not been released from our system, and they show up as patterns from time to time. This week ahead, you will notice more of such patterns. Now, before we get to what shadow aspects of ourselves are rising to the surface to clear up in this solar eclipse phase, let me speak a little about the notorious Mercury retrograde. That's starting on the 1st of April, but we are already feeling the shadows of it from the end week of March. How many tech glitches have you felt already? How many miscommunications? How much frustration that's rising up to the surface? How many arguments and internal triggers which are making you feel like you want to take all your anger out on a certain person, but you just want to keep it in to keep peace? Or you're just having a spat. I'd love to know in the comments how this Mercury retrograde is affecting your life. For me personally, I have problems or glitches with my bookings and bookings, online purchases, the Wi-Fi. I don't know why it just suddenly dropped, and the electricity in my house, it just went off for a bit. So because Mercury is a planet of travel and communications, do take care of your travel plans, have your documents in order, have backup. A lot of electronic gadgets may just crash. I mean, if they are old ones and require some service and maintenance, I believe that should be taken care of. So you know what to do about it. Mercury goes retrograde at least 4 times, or 3 or 4 times every year. So you know the drill. You have to protect your information, your data, read the documents before signing any agreements, and avoid signing any major life changing documents or agreements if you can. Possibly just stretch it out through the phase. It usually takes about 30 days for the retrograde to cross its peak, and then 40 days in its post shadow. Now, these are some of the symptoms that you see externally in your gadgets, in your emails, in your apps, and technologically and frequency wise that can go haywire. But in the internal symptoms of Mercury going retrograde kind of affects your mind. So you may find yourself overthinking, being critical about yourself, just having opinions, judgments, not thinking clearly. So these are some of the symptoms that are at your mental level. In the macro, on a collective level, I have usually observed when Mercury goes retrograde, there are travel plan delays, flights just getting cancelled, or your plans end up getting postponed and causing you some sort of frustration or frustration in general for passengers who travel. And it also affects the stock market. So there might be a temporary glitch in, let's say, your investments or the portfolio or the stock market at large. Mercury is retrograding so much. I'd be glad if we can get through this video without any glitches. Now, about the solar eclipse and the emotional ruckus it's about to cause. We are almost transitioning through the lunar eclipse that happened on the 24th of March. And if you haven't already purged and released all those emotional traumas enough, you have another one hit coming on the 8th of April. The week is already intensifying by each day. And with each day, you are realizing some emotions that are coming up. Like in my case, what I'm feeling currently, all those old wounds regarding unworthiness and scarcity mindset and self-sabotage and being constantly in action, like, hard work is all that is, and without that you don't deserve rest. So all of these things are coming up for me, despite having done so many energy clearances in the past. But these are some of the wounds that are showing up for me. For you, it may be on another level, maybe like some kind of grief, rejection, abandonment wounds, codependency, so many shadow traps like guilt, shame, not feeling enough, seeking validation. However it shows up for you, just sit with yourself and ask your body, ask your soul, what is it trying to indicate and how are you feeling in this moment? Address it, honor it, don't try to escape it. Journal and write those thoughts out. If you don't have a habit of journaling already, I'll leave a link below for a shadow work journal customized and created so that you can get through these eclipses phase and the retrograde at once. Do let me know in the comments below if you resonate with any of these emotions and how are you feeling these days. It doesn't make the other ones feel like they're going through this all by themselves. It creates a safe space that we are all in this together. That's all for now, guys. I'm going to come back again with more energy updates as and when the information comes through. So stay subscribed, and if you found any of the information in this video relatable, please hit the like button, share it with someone who could benefit from it. Now I'm going back to enjoy my sunset.